Okay, Krysten, so this is the fireplace I was telling you about.
Let me get this out of the way.
Yeah, thanks. So as you can see, I don't know if you can tell or not, but all this woodwork is original to the house. But what isn't is the fireplace finish. If you get down here and kind of look inside, you can see this brick.
Yep.
That indicates to me that this granite was applied after someone moved in. They want to dress up the room, so granite over brick.
Oh wow, look at those cracks on the granite.
Yeah, I did talk to the homeowner, and believe it or not, this piece actually fell out, dropped, and that's how you get the break.
And they're holding it together with packing tape.
That is packing tape, something
right.
we will not be using. We're not going to be able to make these cracks go away, so what we're going to have to do is just kind of demo everything and go and start from scratch. But,
how hard is it going to be to replace it?
well, it shouldn't be too hard. I know for the last year and a half you've been doing brick, block, concrete, repointing. Well, same tools, different application, but it's not going to be too hard.
Okay, sounds great.
Right, so let's get some drop cloths and get started on the demo.
Perfect.
Look what I found over here.
Okay.
This is just a post and a twist for the damper that sits on top of the firebox.
Yep.
But as you can see, the homeowners actually had a second damper installed.
Do we need 2 dampers?
We don't, but the one that the homeowner had installed I really like, because when you get to the top, you'll see that it's a complete seal. There's a rubber gasket on the bottom of it, so when you shut it, you don't lose any hot air up, and you don't have any rain or animals coming into the house from the top. So
Okay.
Why don't we get started? We'll disengage this one, and then we'll start ripping apart the granite.
All right.
All right, let's go. All right, Krysten, can you pull that? Right out. All right, let's go after the granite.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah. All right, great. Why don't you start with that piece right there, and I'll hold these guys in. Yep, there you go. Take that with you, Krysten, go right ahead. I got this piece. Just as I thought. You see that? They're just dabbing the thin set on. Bad job. Nice. Now I'll hold this and see if you can peel that last piece right out. Oh yeah, look at that. It just comes right out. I'm just gonna kind of pull this guy back. Why don't you grab it? All right, I got it. Great. All right. Now just kind of wiggle it out of that corner. So here's the surprise, terracotta tile. When they put the first piece of granite down, they should have taken this out. So that's what we're gonna do. So here are 4 new pieces of granite. We actually got them from the same fabricator that we would go to for a countertop or any other granite product.
Why all new pieces? We can't just reuse the old ones?
Technically we could have. The hearth and the legs were in good shape, just installed wrong, but there's no way that I would have been able to match that top piece.
Okay.
That being said, 4 new pieces. To get started, we're going to mix up some mortar so we get a nice level base. All right there, Krysten.
Good, or you want more?
No, leave, that's enough. So I'm using this notch trowel because it's going to help me be more even.
Okay.
The idea of this bed right here is just to make sure that everything under the granite is going to be solid.
Okay.
As I go, I'm going to make sure this existing subhearth is wet.
Okay.
That way it won't pull water out of my base.
All right.
Let that suck up. And then just continue to drag my mortar all over the bed. I'll take another blob right here. Great. Another blob? Thank you. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to drop a couple blobs.
Okay.
What this is going to do is going to allow us to take this granite, kind of sit it high, and then we're going to kind of wiggle it in place and bang it down. So we're going to make sure this mortar spreads out very evenly, and that way we won't have any air pockets under our granite.
All right.
All right? I gotcha. All right. Hit that corner down a little bit. I can already see that's up. All right, grab that level behind you. Okay, that's perfect. Whip it around this way. This is very important because we're going to set our legs on it, so we have to be level.
Okay.
So you're going to want to go into the middle and pound that down. Okay, how's that look?
Just a little bit more.
Want to go a little more?
Yep.
All right. Ah, nice, that looks better. Okay, so now we're ready for the legs and the header. One thing I wanted you to notice first though, the last installer used thin set, and you can see how few points of contact there are.
Yes.
We're going to apply this concrete adhesive generously to the back of the granite to ensure a tight bond. And I like the way you stayed off the edges, because you know when we put that up, that stuff is going to spread. Krysten, you're a natural. All right, great. So now just take the notch trowel and drag it all the way down and spread the stuff out as nicely as possible.
Okay.
Great. You can bounce that a little too. Yeah, exactly. So why don't you grab that edge? Yep. And now we're going to go flat. So now we want to start at the bottom. We want to flip it up. Look at this, Krysten. See how that's how much contact we're making right now. All right, where's that 2-footer?
Right here.
Great.
Okay.
See, we're all plumbed up. We want to check the face, which again looks perfect. So let's grab that other leg and we'll do the same thing. That's great. Yeah, looking good. Okay. So we're going to let these legs set up and then we're going to be ready for the top piece. This is going pretty smoothly. Now remember, we want to roll it up. Let's see how this fits in. Watch, make sure the legs don't kick out.
Yep.
All right. All right. Hold that, and I'll give it. Nice. You hear that?
Yep.
Total connection. All right, what do you think?
Came out amazing. Definitely a learning experience.
Well, that's why I brought you along today, because bricklaying is not the end-all in masonry. If you're able to do a granite surround or even a brick surround in a fireplace, at the end of the day, you're going to be a more valuable mason and you'll have a longer career.
Thank you for bringing me.
All right.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.